Hi, I'm Andrea from Eat, Drink, and Bake with Andrea, and today I'm making Pantry Blondies. Let me tell you what ingredients I have. I was looking in the pantry today, kind of seeing what I have in there, and I have some flaked coconut. That works well in this recipe. I'm using some walnuts, chopped walnuts. I have raisins, and I have Heath Bar Crunch. Those are going to be really good in there, the little morsels. And I have chocolate chips. So those are my 5 ingredients, and you don't have to use all those ingredients. You really kind of need the chocolate chips. But if you have any sort of nuts or seeds or anything you like to use in the recipe, you can do that. And it's very forgiving, so you can sort of be creative with what you have and what you like. Okay, now we have our flour. And we have our baking powder. We're gonna put a little bit of cinnamon in there and a little bit of salt. Those are our dry ingredients. And then we have our butter. We have brown sugar, eggs, and vanilla. Very simple, 3 steps involved, and I'm using a 13 by 9 inch pan. So the oven is preheating to 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake them for about 40 minutes, okay? So let's start. We're gonna begin with our brown sugar. Get the rest of that in there. And I have 2 sticks of butter. It's about 1.5 cups of brown sugar in this. 2 sticks of butter. Actually, let's get this going first. Okay, we're just gonna cream that together. We want the butter and the brown sugar to kind of blend together and form a creamy mixture. And that's what we have. I'm just gonna scrape the bowl here a little bit. Okay. Now I'm adding my 3 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so we're just gonna mix that up a bit. Okay, we're looking good. I'm gonna scrape the bowl, get all that off the sides. Okay, now for the dry ingredients. I have my flour, all-purpose flour, pre-sifted. We're going to add the cinnamon in there. There's a teaspoon and a teaspoon and a half of baking powder and a little bit of salt. Okay, so let's just mix that together just to combine those ingredients. All right, now we're going to add this little by little. So let's just put about, maybe in 3 stages, about 1/3 in there. Now you may want to just use a spatula to kind of start the mix so it doesn't end up in your face. So we're gonna get that going a little bit. Okay, we begin on low speed, just until combined. Okay, and now we'll add a little bit more of our dry ingredients. Okay, oops, give that a spin. Okay, and lastly, the rest of the flour. Okay, and 1 more spin on that mixer. And if you don't have an upright, you can certainly do this by hand. Okay, so we're looking good over there. And you see how the dough is forming now. Okay, so all we have left to do are our added ingredients. So we're gonna put our chocolate chips in, give that a little spin. I have my raisins, Heath Bar Crunch. By the way, there's a 1/2 cup of all these ingredients. The chocolate chips, I think I said that was a cup. So 1/2 cup of the other add-ins and the chocolate chips, 1 cup. Okay, very good. So we have all that in there, and we're just gonna mix it. Okay, we're looking good. Let's get that scraped off here. Okay, excellent. Off comes that paddle. Okay, now I have my 13 by 9 inch pan. Okay, it's been greased. Okay. And all we're really going to do is just now put this dough right into our baking dish. And it's just full of yummy ingredients. Now, what I like about this recipe, you can certainly bake them and then freeze them. So if you don't eat them all, hopefully, unless you have a crowd at home, in one day, you can always freeze the rest. Just make sure you wrap them well, and they'll hold in the freezer for, God, probably 3 weeks. Mine never quite last that long, but whatever the case may be, you have some good shelf life in the freezer with these. And that's really it. We're just gonna get that in our pan. Okay. And spread it evenly. And then we pop it in the oven. When they come out, they're gonna look like this. They're absolutely delicious. Moist on the inside, all kinds of great ingredients. They have some wonderful texture. Just the perfect thing when you have a sweet tooth. Wonderful. Watch my videos. Be sure to like and follow me, and I'll be back for more. It's been great having you today. Stay in, stay safe, and we'll bake together soon.